Last year, we had some of the best performances at the Soca Kingdom. So this year, for our anniversary, we're gonna be making it even bigger and better just for you. Welcome to the Archives, the new home of the Soca Kingdom. So we are here, back in North London, and we're gonna be giving you the time of your life. And as a special thank you, we are gonna be giving away 100 free tickets. So we are gonna be changing up the format slightly to give you even more vibes, more games, and extra karaoke. But that's not all, because we will be having some amazing Caribbean products on sale, some delicious food for you to try, and of course, we can't forget our famous bottomless rum punch. So we're gonna be adding a whole extra hour of partying just to vibes with you guys. And of course, we have the baddest DJs. The whole SK DJ team is gonna be there, DJ Paulie, and it's gonna be hosted by yours truly, DJ Triple M. Tickets go live this Good Friday, the 18th of April at 10 a.m. Head over to www.socakaraoke.co.uk for more information.
Speak up.
Anyway.
All right. Let's get it. Get a bit comfortable.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I don't know what we're talking about.
No, first of all, welcome back, Triple M, to the podcast. We missed 2.
Oh, only 2?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Well, her last one, you wasn't able for the intro of the tour thing.
You've been slacking with the podcast. You
Yeah.
should have done more. You should have done more.
Hello, I'm back.
You should have
You know
done
what I'm saying?
more.
Sorry.
The last time he was on was when we was back in this. Was we in this? Yeah, we was in this room.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't in the other room. Yeah. The last one didn't. Well, yeah, he just got null and void. So let's call it that.
Don't worry, I watched it.
But today we got a special guest. She comes all the way from North London.
Hey, don't tell the people that, man. Don't tell the people. I'm from everywhere. Don't tell the people that, man.
Fresh off the realm of TikTok.
Come on.
Big on the Insta, big on the TikTok, big on the gram, big on the net. Wherever it is, it's going down. We got Miss Celine Montano.
Very happy to be here, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, man, appreciate it. If you may know her from the FAQ videos, every time it comes to an event, we always have to post her because there's always somebody new coming to
Should we do an
Soca
update
karaoke.
one? That was a year ago now.
We've definitely got to do an update.
Okay, we'll do an
because
update.
there's a few new questions now.
Yeah, but that won't work. Yeah, it's true.
There is a few new questions.
Yeah, we need to
now.
update it.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely
I'm
need to
ready
update
when you're
it.
ready.
Especially where we're changing everything up and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, new venues and ting.
Come on now.
There's tours now.
Hey.
There's tours now, so we got to update it for real.
This is it.
Yeah, what about me? You're going to introduce me, fam?
Well, I was about to say
And this is part 5.
I'm dead.
All right, so we'll go from right to left. Yeah.
You didn't introduce me, fam.
Well, first of all,
I said you got to introduce. You introduced Triple. You introduced Lee.
I just said
Yeah, but I'm a special guest.
I'm special.
All right, with no further ado, the man that makes sure that you do not cross that stage until you said hello to the chief liaison officer, Mr. Big Bad Tubbs.
Yes. Oh, thank you. It's being edited, right?
Yeah. Trust me, they can't step anywhere near that stage, boy.
Yeah, well, I'll try.
That's all right. Trust me, man. I need to make a set of videos of Tubbs, right? Because No. I've been thinking about this. Tubbs has 3 things that Tubbs does. 1, make sure you get the microphone nicely, cool, calm. That's the main part of the job. But he's also the backup vocalist of all these artists. Yeah.
Oh, you've got all the...
Yeah.
Oh.
He's been backup artist. He's there like, take it easy, I will do. He's there like, you don't have to.
Yeah, but it's low though. It's low.
Then you got the tough sway. You know what I mean? You got the tough sway. You got all of that. You know what I'm saying? So
I do my thing.
Exactly.
You need to release some of that content.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah. Trust me.
See that.
Listen, I need a second editor in the team. So if you actually edit, if you're a person that can understand Final Cut Pro, Premiere, holler at the team, cause you see me, I'm getting tired. I'm old now. I'm 37 this year.
Please.
Will you stop?
Listen, 30s is the new 20s, by the way.
Fully, yeah.
FYI.
Okay, I'm 27.
37
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nothing.
Yes, Celine, allow it.
Sorry, man.
Allow it.
Divide that by 2. Yeah.
Then you got.
Are you going to introduce them again? Yeah.
No. I was waiting for him to join in. That was there like
for me.
yeah.
Sorry, I forgot. Listen, I forgot I was in the room. I thought you was introducing everybody.
No.
I thought you was going to introduce yourself. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm just a regular schmegular dude, man.
Nah.
Yeah, man.
Smooth tones.
Come on.
To the right of me here, we have the one and only
Big L Jizzy, no Grizzy, no Busy.
Come on.
AKA Mr. Soca Karaoke, AKA LJ. This video is the cameraman you can trust.
AKA.
What I just found out about half an hour ago.
AKA
Mr. Sparta MC.
In case you guys missed that one, LJ used to be a certified rapper.
He used to be a rapper.
We're gonna put a clip in.
But yeah, we'll clip it in. Trust me.
Oh my days. Well, hopefully that editor hits you up. So it's like, yeah, you know what? I don't even mind working on the team and finds all the relevant due diligence, do their Googles. You know what I'm saying? You see me. The less they know.
Sparta MC. That's it.
I miss the sport, man. Trust me, man. I used to be battling these rappers, man. They don't know what's going on.
So
You should jump on someone's a remix of one soca song. Just
it's not even that, Celine. He should be on the mic at Soca Karaoke a lot more.
Instead of tricking people.
No.
I got nothing to do with the songs no more, man.
What do you mean?
I just help liaise, make sure everything's running smooth.
We'll speak to Gemma. We'll get you set up, man. Don't
Some
worry.
random songs as well.
Can you imagine?
Listen, hold on. Have you not heard this guy? What was the last song you tried to sing? And I was like, I can't remember.
I think the last song I performed at Soca Karaoke would have been Winter Jam 1, and I think that would have been what's that tune there?
Not a Kess? Miss Whole shit. No.
Oh no, it was Kenny Montana. That was Winter Jam 2.
Yeah,
Niceness.
Yeah.
And then he remixed it into Headways.
Yeah.
But before that, the last one was
Niceness into Headways.
Now you tried to do something up
Kelvin
north.
DeBoer Circles.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Well, you sang it with, you was the one singing it off.
I know.
Man was there,
I know, it was terrible.
And then my man went on the back of it. There's footage of it. You can see him saying la 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 la. I was like, why are you doing that? You're ruining my vibe. You're supposed to back me up here.
You're lucky I lost that phone, because I got more of that one as well. But no, you definitely tried something in, I think you, was it Cheers to Life? Where was it? Up north.
Oh.
Yeah, you tried a thing.
Penthouse.
Yeah. Was it Penthouse?
Was it Penthouse? No, it was Earth and Elves, Overdue.
Yeah.
Give me something I did.
That was terrible.
Okay.
Give me something
That was
I
terrible.
win.
Don't ever do that. It wasn't for you.
Listen,
it was before the crowd started and my voice was warm.
Yeah.
I'm all about
What do
it.
you
You know
guys
what?
in the FAQs? Even if you got the SK choir to back you up.
Absolutely.
And Tubbs was
you
not
know what?
backing me up.
And you know what? Listen, I stand by that. Actually, you're correct. Everybody except LJ. We don't need. I don't think anyone needs that. Like, yeah.
Sorry, man, I tried.
But it's all right.
Celine, you got my back. I got your back. You know what I'm saying?
because
No, you don't actually.
What do you mean?
After you tricked me
No.
on the last one.
we'll get to
We're
that.
gonna get to
Yeah,
that.
we're gonna get to that.
Because certain man ain't here such man ain't here to represent themselves today. You know who you are.
Yeah.
That was very eventful.
He's got two initials. Y and S.
No, but he wants to come on though. He wants to
You
come
mean
in.
second place?
Listen, we will get to that. Okay? Because that is spicy.
Bruh.
Listen,
Like,
it was smoking my stories. It was smoking the day.
literally.
Some man will get smoked. Some people get smoked. Some people say, it was too many girls to one. You know that whole where the new theory, the new question in the world right now is 100 gorillas to 100 people to one gorilla.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
In my head, I'm there like, if I it's a side note, but I'm going to touch on it. Yeah, I think the gorilla will kill everyone. Why? Because once you if a gorilla hits you,
Do you know how many,
it's like
how many
7
people?
people.
Is bro.
No, but let's
Like-
be real. Let's be real. Let's be real. If a gorilla hits 7 of them, that's what 93 left.
That's
All
a lot.
cool.
That's still left.
That's still a lot.
93. Number 7, 90. At some point, that punch is gonna hit. Another punch is gonna hit somebody.
Nah, someone's got to take some for the team. Innit?
Yeah.
Those first.
If you're like
20 or 30,
if
yeah.
you're like number 37, you might be alright.
Yeah.
But everyone after that.
That's it.
But if you're in the first like 1
Yeah.
to 36,
Nah, you're messed.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Sorry.
I got a clip.
So wait,
that.
are you-
I love that that's like, so I would draft you lot first.
No, it'll have to be like a Squid Games type of thing, like numbered or
Bruh.
something. Because I ain't going first.
Somebody who breaks the freaking little draw out little
biscuit tin.
tin.
Yeah.
First one to break it is the first one in front of the gorilla.
So wait, what are you saying? So who's the gorilla? The man them or
Oh,
the ladies? Because you said it as a comparison. What are you saying?
No.
Who's the gorilla?
I'm just saying. They were trying to say like there was more. They were outnumbered, outwomaned,
Yeah. Really?
and then they said,
Or maybe it was just better.
we're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
We're gonna get into that.
I'll hold myself.
All right. So, previously,
Right.
on the last
On the last
episode of Circuit Karaoke.
We were talking about going on tour. We did that.
Okay, cool.
We did that,
And now?
and now we got some time to talk about it. We did. Okay, disclaimer: there was an episode that recorded, but not all the team was here. So, still, the whole team isn't here, but we can't leave it any longer. We got to talk about it. We got to talk about Leeds. We got to talk about Manchester. We got to talk about Birmingham, and we got to talk about coming back home to London.
And
So-
Nottingham.
And Nottingham. Don't forget Nottingham. We can never forget Nottingham.
Can't forget Nottingham. Nottingham was nice. Man.
Nottingham was the staff party. Should have been there.
Listen, there was extenuating circumstances.
I don't know.
You know what? Funny to think about it. When you actually think about it that way, Nottingham was the staff party.
That was
it
the staff
actually
party.
makes sense.
Yeah.
It was so nice and cozy.
was.
It was just intimate.
Yeah.
It was really nice.
Trust me. Tables and chairs were flying everywhere. We even played musical chairs.
Literally.
Yeah, that turned crazy.
Yeah, we might have to bring that back to SK. There's your icebreaker.
Okay, so
It's true.
what was City number 1?
Manchester.
That was Manny.
Manny was a nice start.
Yeah.
Good vibes. I don't think people got the whole thing of get there on time so that we could do quiz.
Manchester, all your drag your feet. Don't do that next time, eh?
Yeah, chop that anyway.
Yeah.
So Manchester, that was nice. People didn't really get the whole thing of I guess they kind of figured it was a rave or something. So they just came kind of later on, like the quiz. There wasn't that many people, but a while after the quiz, more people came in.
Yeah.
And it was all right. It was a nice vibe. I love the city anyway.
Yeah.
So I was always, I was vouching for Manchester. We had a great time, especially for the first one as well.
Yeah.
It's like, do you know what? This is good. I feel like that's when I really sort of settled down and said, okay, this tour's going to work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, we had a nice time in Manchester.
Manchester, I feel like one thing I would say to even add on to you, said not to cut you, but more just on the basis of like to add on to it. Like I feel like Manchester really let us know as a brand collective, we really have to work in different cities. And because at that one I realized like whatever we've been doing in London, we've been comfortable. Over in Manchester, they were. I was not going to say that hard time. It was just more of a thing. It was just like we didn't know how to tip them over to. You're gonna have a good time here. Relax, and that's where the battle was. It's like I'm there going up to Triple, like yo, Triple man, yo, do LJ,
Relax.
go over there.
But you know what? I think in Manchester, because that crowd, they're a vibesy crowd.
Absolutely.
And there's a lot of people who I didn't see there who I know, like a lot of crews and whatever else. I expect to see more familiar faces, which is okay because we had enough and it was a vibes. But I feel like because they really wasn't sure what to expect.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people were unsure if he was going to bring the same kind of energy and format, whatever, to on tour with us as we had in London. I itself wasn't sure. You understand? But yeah, I feel like if we had a next one in Manchester, or when we have a next one in Manchester, it'll be a different.
Yeah.
Because number one as well, it's going to be summer.
It's gonna be warm.
Remember, that shit was January, so it's like,
Yeah.
you know, there's this different kind of vibe. So that's why I think it'll be different. But it was a nice start. Definitely a nice start. I had a good time. Yeah.
I think we have to realize, when you start something off in a new place, these people have never experienced something like that. So they're coming into a room not knowing what to really. All they're seeing is the promo videos and so forth, and all the kind of stuff we have on social media. But in hindsight, they've never done any kind of soca karaoke before.
Yeah.
So as Tubbs said, they came in there probably expecting party vibe, party atmosphere, like rave, typical soca party, soca fete. But it wasn't that. And when they got to actually like
Understand the concept.
drop your shoulders and relax kind of vibe, as you said, it was really vibrant. It was
Rum Punch always helps.
and the rum punch freaking helps.
That's famous.
I think it was probably the most I think the most vibrant city. But we'll come to that later.
I think he's right. You know, vibrant, loud doesn't always mean vibrant.
Correct.
I'm just saying.
What are you trying to say, Tom?
I feel like that's a good segue onto the next night, which was Leeds.
Yeah, boy. Them load people and them.
Leeds. Little Saint Kitts.
Literally.
Yo,
I've never seen so much petitions under one roof.
Yo.
Seriously.
This is true.
That was mad.
Yeah.
There were extenuating circumstances.
100%. No. We're not blaming you. But
That had to be there.
It was mad from the minute we got there. Because when we got there, it was like the calm before the storm, because obviously we had to set up. But once they walked in on 10. The difference between how Manchester waited for so
You like took a little.
it took a trajectory.
They just came in.
Leeds came in, said, you know what?
I feel
Soca is here now.
I feel like you're mincing your words. Manchester had manners. Leeds was rude. Leeds came in.
Leeds was obnoxious.
Soca karaoke. I was like, wait, what? I was like, wait, what? And the thing is, right? And them men are talking to you, and they're talking with good vibes, like, I'm having a great time. And it's like, hold on, wait. I was like, wait, what?
Yo!
And I know people from Leeds, but I didn't know.
Is that where Mel B's from?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're very
Scary Spice
Right.
on 100. Scary Spice. On 100. I'm telling you. Yeah, that's yes.
Right.
Scary Spice.
You know what's mad? Because even when I think about it, right, I'm just there like, they said, we tried to do the quiz. They were shouting the answers for one. They were shouting when the people were trying to get the song right. Everybody shouting. We're just hearing the ball of sound. And I'm just there like, this is crazy. But
just rude.
I would have been overstimulated.
No. I mean, I get it. We love soca. We love the no behavior thing. But do we? Do we love no behavior?
You know what?
Can we have a bit of behavior?
Yeah.
And let's just a little tiny bit of order somewhere.
Listen, when we're next up there, hear what going on.
But Leeds was vibes.
It was
Same
vibes. I can't
them
lie.
people and them, they were behavior was left at home. And they came out to sing as much Petition soca as they possibly could have.
We got educated.
And they, boy. Real
we got
talk.
educated.
Big up to my boy.
Kasem.
Kasem. Man like Kasem.
Came from Leeds to Nottingham to London.
Literally.
Man, just making his way,
MVP, bro.
bro.
MVP.
I told you lot should have got a tour bus.
We did. We did.
We did.
It was insinuating circumstances.
There was extenuating.
Extenuating circumstances, okay?
I just
whatever the word is.
I'm sorry. Nah.
Whatever the word is.
You know what's funny, right? I remember when it came to, I think it was the part in the night, shot o'clock. That's what I remember.
Right.
I remember shot o'clock in Leeds was lit because shot o'clock was like 7 times.
Yeah, boy.
Whereas in other places it was like 2.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I feel like I don't think we really needed. I don't think we need, in terms of energy or whatever, we definitely didn't need shot o'clock so many times in Leeds. Like, well, big up Sheldon.
Big up Sheldon. Big up Sheldon and Rude Boy. And every other piece of audio that was there.
Yeah, we didn't need it so many times in Leeds because the energy of those people was
Sounds nuts.
just it's nuts. I'm actually scared to go back. I'm not sure if I will. I don't know if
I'm
I
really
will.
upset I'm missing the summer tour now,
Listen,
actually.
listen,
I want to
listen.
see
They
this
were
in real
vibes, they were
time.
vibes.
Do you know what's bad as well? Like, I think, what was it I was going to say? One thing I learned with at least with those 2 cities is like their level of soca in both of them was so different.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even like it was nearby. Like this one, like about from 2015 on, was just like these lot. For the first time, and first time in soca karaoke, especially in Manchester, I'm hearing tunes like Hot, Hot, Hot. What was the other one that was there? It was
Tiny Wine, I
Tiny
think.
Wine,
Yeah.
Tiny Wine.
Yeah.
And really and truly, their tunes should have been sang like
Yeah,
soca karaoke in
You
London.
would expect that.
You know what I'm saying? But
I guess it's based on the demographic in each city.
Yeah.
So obviously in Leeds, clearly you can see there's a heavy Catition community there. In Manchester, it's probably very metropolitan like. In
Yeah,
London,
I mean,
it's like
Manchester, they got quite a few petitions up there as well.
Yeah.
Antigans. Yeah, it's kind of mixed. But I do know they have a lot of petitions, Montserratians.
Montserratians.
Yeah.
I'd like to say the
Definitely,
Montseratians.
you definitely got
in
those.
Manchester, I saw a lot more different flags and stuff rather than.
I saw Haiti. I was
For
like,
real?
I was like, wow,
Yes.
The Haitians were
I was
there.
like, okay.
in Manchester, imagine
Yeah.
repping.
They got the
boy.
Haitians
man.
that were there,
So
man.
it's nice to see, you know what I
Suck
mean?
off
Hopefully
it.
we get somebody come in and sing a little compa or something. You know
Listen.
what I mean? Just you get me? I know it's not strictly soca, but it's
karaoke.
I feel like it's
Yeah,
Zuckaroke.
Hey,
Zuckaroke was
Zuckaroke, yeah?
Listen,
Hey,
yeah.
what
are you telling me?
Holalina.
that could run.
hey.
Who's ready? Who's ready to sing some?
I don't know, boy. Boy. Yeah.
Come on,
we definitely, hey, we definitely need to work on that by the time we move to Paris. But anyway, that's not for now. That's not for now.
Facts.
But you know,
Europe,
hopefully
Europe will definitely come
Europe
at some
will
point.
come.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the next city after that?
Birmingham.
Yeah, I was there for that one.
Birmingham.
Cherie.
Birmingham. So Birmingham. Big up
Birmingham
Birmingham.
was cold.
I
Do
feel
you
like
mean cold or temperature-wise?
Temperature.
let me tell you why I big up Birmingham for exactly that reason, because I feel you had some great performances in that cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There
Like-
was that girl.
Like
She had a really good voice.
she
I think she
sang
voice.
She
Yeah,
sang
big up
voice.
Abs,
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
That was
Yeah, I
my
remember.
favorite of the whole.
Yeah.
That was my favorite performance because I was just watching like chills. I was
I'm
like,
on a
nah,
different vibe.
Right, we had to pull her
You
up.
did pull up as
Yeah,
well.
we did a pull up.
Yeah.
We did a pull up.
Yeah,
Definitely had to pull up.
yeah.
That was bad. And I thought we had some good performances in Birmingham. We had good vibes.
Yeah.
And it's like, if
Shout
it
out
was a
Flyers,
bit
though.
warmer in that place,
It would've been 10.
it would've
Listen,
went
when we
up.
come back to Birmingham, it's
Gonna,
Yeah.
boy.
you lot are gonna be like, rah.
You
yeah,
don't know I
so.
got stranded after.
What?
Oh, sorry.
I didn't want to talk about it.
Damn.
See, that's because you should have come.
No. I was calling off Miss Ponderosa and Marsha. I was if she saw, she knows she saw 7 missed calls from me. Because I was going to
Woman,
say,
answer the phone.
"Where are you not staying? Because I'm coming back. Because you don't know that I got stranded."
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah. And I was going to actually come the next day. So what was the next city?
Nottingham.
Nottingham. Yeah, I would have been there.
Damn.
But I had to get a cab back to London.
No way.
We're not going to talk about
you
it.
see.
From
Birmingham.
Birmingham. Okay.
Big up to Miracle. There's a girl who's called Miracle who's at Soca Karaoke. She left to come back to London the same day. And she literally was a miracle. I don't think I haven't seen her again.
Is her name Miracle?
Yeah, her name's Miracle.
Okay.
Wow.
And
Hey,
we
big
met
up Miracle.
at the bus stop where we were meant to get our coach back. It never
Also Leeds
arrived.
comps is going to Miracle.
It never arrived. We were in the freezing cold, and then we were like, we've got to get a cab back. And we did. We split it. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay.
See, that's why she should have been added to the group chat. But anyway.
Yeah.
She was in the group chat.
Listen.
Well, you should have. If you.
There was extenuating the first weekend, and then all of a sudden, I wasn't in the group chat, LJ.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You edited.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
He had to do some edits on that.
But it's okay. But you know, I had a really good time at Birmingham.
Yeah, I think Birmingham's vibes. Look, I big them up all the way through because the way I really pictured the event and the way it actually went are two different things. We're never going back to that same venue again. I've said this on the podcast first. I would say lost.
That venue will be nice in the summer.
Forget that. No, man. Them man are costing me way too much money.
Yeah,
for no reason. But they don't even have a sound system.
We don't like that. We don't.
Our sound system come there from Tottenham to freaking Birmingham. Big up Beeline Sound anywhere inside.
Right.
Yeah, that place was thumping,
Big
brother.
up Master B.
Yeah. I hear what you're saying about the space. The space
is nice.
It's a nice space.
Yeah.
But to have to do with also
infrastructure
venue owners and that. No, just Arsenal venue. I know you're trying to be polite. I'm not the polite friend. I'm the rude friend.
Big bad touch for a reason.
Arsenal venue
He's on
owners
fire.
or whatever management. Like those people, when you have to deal with those people, it makes it harder. And this is what
It is true.
it's the same thing for the whole community. You know, it's hard to find venues with these and it's the working relationship. But anyway, we're not going back there. Forget that.
Yeah.
But big up Birmingham because I feel like that was the best for the fact that they had
Phones
the
on
most
silent.
against them. And I mean that temperature wise, really. You know what I mean? So yeah, Birmingham, best performances or whatever. For me, that was my favourite.
You know what though? I'm gonna raise you 50 on that one
Oh yeah?
because there was one performance in Nottingham which to me would have been one of my favorites
Oh yeah?
because Triple wasn't even on the microphone. He was sorting out technicals over that.
Is that
time.
why it was one of your
Okay.
favorites? Because he wasn't on the microphone.
Bit of both, yeah. But
crazy.
but he wasn't on the microphone,
I personally
and they were
would've
shelling
loved
down the
that.
bass.
Triple M.
Remember the ones that did no apology?
Ah,
Curl in the bar.
Okay.
Yeah, it would have got a reload, but the man they are faffing around. I'm there like, yo,
Yeah.
no apology.
we don't judge it by reload. And I feel like if they were really that bad, then Triple would have stopped what he was doing and reloaded it. So they were all right.
True.
But
True.
nah,
We
my-
got a point.
we got this in 4K.
I would have recognized it. I would have been like,
This is
hey,
what I'm
hold on.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
But they sang that word for word, vibes for vibes, tune for bar. He was trying to draw for the microphone, but the microphone wasn't working at the time. I don't know what was going on there. But
Bro,
it was vibes.
what you need to do, because I forget the girl's name and I don't have the notes with me. The girl who performed the voice song in Birmingham.
Abs.
Because we've tagged that, what?
Abs.
Right, big up Tabs, yeah?
Abs.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, just
abs.
forget it.
Abs is in abs. Abs is in what? Abs.
Abigail,
Abs, if you can see this,
Abs.
Big up
Clip
abs
yourself.
every time because that was bad. That was bad. For me, like imagine we went to 4 cities, we came back here, and I'm still thinking about this performance. Bad.
can't get abs off my
That's
mind.
for me,
man.
that's like the performance of the year so far.
We just started, yo.
Yeah. So what? There's
don't
not.
matter.
It's
That's
gonna
how
take
much
a
of a
lot to
stamp
beat
she
that, you
made.
know. It's
We're
gonna take a
basically
lot to
halfway
beat
through
that.
the year, man.
And we've had good performances.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? We've had good performances. I mean, I would even go as far as to say for the full year up to now.
Could you say there could be just hypothetically speaking? If you're taking abs, do a London versus Birmingham, you think that could be a thing?
You love making new clashes.
Man.
Oh, let's just.
Why are we clashing?
Why?
I'm just saying.
Unity
I'm just
way.
saying. Birmingham be making noise in the it's like listen, they be in the DMs in the freaking
Everybody
comments.
came and said
Yeah.
our city was the best. Our
Birmingham,
city was
you know, we
vibes.
freaking mash up thing. I don't know
Yeah.
why they even what's good. You know what? You should have seen them on in the YouTube comments. How you come in on YouTube and cussing? The episode ain't even out. They came back to the same episode when we were talking about soccer karaoke on tour and said, "I told you we spin them when we came here." I was like, "What?"
They will leave it in the comments.
They did all
Let
right.
them do their
They
own
did all right.
battles in the comments. We are not judging any city.
feel-
I think all cities were absolutely
No,
absolutely
facts.
That's a good politician
Facts.
right there.
Facts. That's true. That's true.
I didn't vote for him.
Manchester. Real talk. If I had to choose a favorite, if I had to choose a favorite, it would probably be Manchester.
For you,
Okay.
Yeah, bro.
I'm happy for you.
The first, I think the first is always the best,
Yeah.
Like,
No,
the
I
first-
hear you.
bro. When it actually got to the core of it, I was standing there looking at the crowd like, wow,
We really
did
did
this in another freaking city. Wow.
And that was gonna be my other question. Like, how do you guys feel when you are on the stage doing whatever and you look out and you're just like, people are having such a good time? How do you feel like?
Nice.
So I feel like it's really interviewy then, but
No, I don't know. LJ Grizzle, no
especially
Dizzle.
being in another city.
I think, right, the one beautiful thing about going to the other cities, which I kind of gathered, was that you can see what this means to them.
Yeah.
Not just on the basis of it's an event that you're going to. Bro, there's people from other islands. One guy come up to me, I can't remember his name off top, but he came up to me and he was there saying, it's like, yo, I'm from Trinidad. We got nothing like this over here. And this is the only thing that makes me feel welcome as it's our people. And it's the same kind of thing in all these other cities. It's like, you got to remember, you know, it's Jamaican land we love for the rest of the Caribbean. But the other islands don't really get that much shine. So when we have moments where the actual other islands get to showcase, that's what it means to them when we're over there, especially outside London as well. Because most of these guys, they come London every other week.
Yeah.
I saw Case him like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah.
In 7 different
local.
events.
He's
I
local.
saw him in Olympia.
Yeah,
I
he's
said,
local.
"What are you doing here?"
He's like,
Away
I'm
from
tuned in.
Leeds to London.
That's
yeah?
why last week
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, brother.
But you
How?
see, I think the thing is as well is that it's not that they don't get parties, you know, it's that they don't get events like this.
Yeah.
So this we keep telling people this is not just your just
fair.
a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, we party at the event, but the event is
An experience.
an experience, and it's not just the party. It's about the karaoke. It's about the kind of community. We do the quiz. We do, you know, the game show ticket. We'll get into that. But you know, these are things that we're doing that is different from the norm.
Yeah.
And they're not likely to get that. I mean, fair enough. I think in Leeds, people were saying, well, we need other promoters to come up and do things. And it would be nice if promoters from down in London go up and do something every now and again.
Tripping at Remedy's house.
I mean, I wasn't gonna. I mean,
Remedy events.
I mean, I did say to the ladies, but anyway.
One more jam, Birmingham.
Hey, listen.
Imagine.
But those things can work, and I feel like we need to do more of those things. To be fair, because I think like the audience is out there for it. And even if you turn around and you're doing something big and you say, all right, cool, we get a minibus to go up and bring people up or whatever else.
Yeah.
I mean, on the tour, Birmingham, I think there was some cruiser people. There was people who we saw
Already
from
hollered.
London. You know what I
Virtual
mean?
party ticket.
So yeah. But
Yeah.
that's the thing. But people were already thinking like, do you know what? And it was supposed to happen. I know a crew was supposed to organise to go to Manchester. It didn't quite work out, whatever. But once you have the event in it, it's like, what's that film? Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. You understand? So if you're doing events up there or whatever, and people know or whatever, then they're gonna come out.
Facts.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's nice for them. They were like, "Nah, we love this because we don't get this here," and that was great to hear from people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think one of the things to take from the tour is I tried to put myself in those people's shoes, people from Manchester, living in Manchester, living in Leeds, living in Birmingham even. And I'm like, okay, like how would I actually feel, real talk, if I could only see a proper soca party, let's say once a month, once every 2 to 3 months, I'll be pretty much bored. I'll start looking at, I don't know, I'll start coming down to London for my events. I'll start, if I'm a diehard soca enthusiast and I'm proper into my culture, like I'm going to be wanting to do stuff related to my culture. So
You know what's funny? You say that. This is obviously me showing my age. That's what it used to be down here, bro.
Right.
It used to be. It wasn't. Now we're spoiled. People don't understand how spoiled we are now.
Yep.
There's fets every week. Every
Yeah.
week. There's 2 or 3 fets every week. And then there might be one weekend where there's just one fet. It's like,
Correct.
oh, there's nothing going on.
Nothing
Nothing going on.
What's your
Whereas-
experience?
Whereas growing up, it was like literally there's a fet this month. And then later on, you see like this time of year, Kokie was doing
Big up Kokie.
back in
Bank
the
holiday
day.
Monday.
Bank holiday Monday.
There'll be about three.
So, right,
Two or
exactly.
three back to
in
back.
the row, yes, yes.
You'll be
That's
happy
what it
this
was.
time of the year.
Easter, May Day, and then the
end of
the
May.
end of May.
Right.
That was guaranteed Kokie. But outside of that, there wasn't much going on.
Correct.
Do you understand? So it's like maybe it'll be a throwback for me to live up there and be like, oh, there's nothing going on for 2 months.
Yeah.
But now we're so spoiled, and which is why events like this one, we have to big up our chest.
Yeah.
Because it's different. It's out of the norm because you can go to fets every week and it's like, okay, all right, so different dress code or slightly different DJ here and there or whatever, but it's the same fet.
Yeah,
Different venue, but it's the same fet.
A fet is a fet.
You understand? Like,
Yeah.
but this is an event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this is what they loved. The fact that they're not only getting the fet, because we do fet,
Yeah.
but they're getting something different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Real talk. Some people are probably up in Leeds where never even experienced any type of karaoke,
Yeah.
something.
Still
you know what I
thinking
mean?
that. Can't wait for them to come back.
So literally, we're coming back to those cities. That's what I'm saying.
That's
You're
it, that's
coming
it,
back
that's
to
it.
those
We're coming
cities.
back, we're coming back, we're coming
You're
back.
going back to Leeds.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not going.
by 5 by 4, Tom will be there.
So let's end on the last city, Nottingham. Nottingham.
The big staff party.
Yeah.
I'm calling it the staff party. That
Nah,
was-
man, it wasn't
the
just
grand
a staff party,
finale
bro.
staff
That thing-
party.
It was. I love intimate, like
Yeah.
scenarios and that intimate scenes, bro. Like it was so nice and just homely. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like everybody's just right next to each other, chilling.
Yeah.
There was tables and it felt like a little
It felt
dinner
like
date.
back
Kind
in
of,
the-
you know what I mean?
Listen,
But it was nice. It was really nice.
you know what?
Nottingham
In the
was
cold.
Which city has the after party? It was Birmingham, though, wasn't it?
Birmingham.
How was the Birmingham after party?
Cold.
Cold, terrible. It wasn't terrible.
cold,
It
it
was
was cold.
good in there. It just wasn't busy.
Right.
Yeah.
It just wasn't busy.
I was in my bed.
Yeah, he didn't go. I went.
Tried, or was that too much?
Yeah.
Right of the liquor?
That was my voice was gone. Liquor, rum punch.
Yeah,
Blame the rum
yo,
punch.
we were. Hey,
Blame that rum
listen.
punch.
The next day after the after party, because I was just wounded, just trying to get to. Let's just
Yeah,
get to
we
freaking
know.
Nottingham.
We
My
know.
body was dying. I'm there on the bus, thinking to myself, like, cuz if this, or big up Banfield, the driver, if he don't get to this venue in like the next 10 minutes, I'm throwing up alongside with Marshall. Big up Marshall Montano. Big up Marshall Montano. Yeah, because that guy was the funniest MVP in this whole tour.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Vibes.
Him and C's.
Vibes.
Yeah, man. Big up Schwain.
No, but hey, listen.
Yeah, man.
See, the back to Banfield. Big him up. He prayed for us.
He prayed
For us. Before we sat out, he was like, guys, bow your heads. We was in a minibus like, yo.
Real talk.
And he was like, yo, bless this trip. We're going to go and spread soca. I was like,
Yeah.
yo. You get me? He prayed for us. And then
That was a real tour bus moment.
Yo.
Like,
yeah,
a
yeah.
real-
Right, jokes.
That was nice. That
Jokes,
was real
jokes.
nice.
But
And
yeah,
then-
nah, big him up still.
And then we got to go into Leeds. He said, "Yeah, we don't need no more prayer." Next minute, he's driving over humps.
Q was so upset. He was like,
man.
how can anyone say we don't need prayers? Nobody ever said we've had enough prayers. Nah, that was jokes.
Yo,
Big up Q the shot still.
big up Q.
Yeah. But Nottingham.
Nottingham was nice.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. It was like it was the smallest club.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I didn't know how it was gonna go. I was like, okay, we've adapted to Manchester, Leeds, Birmingham. All right, cool. Nottingham was like, wow, this little club. What? Okay.
Yeah.
How
It
is
was
this
very
gonna work?
limited. It was limited.
It was
but
limited,
Oh, you made it work.
but we made it work.
Ridiculously
It
made
was
it work.
nice. It was nice.
it was nice,
It
cozy.
was nice,
It was
and
warm.
it definitely got wild
It was
towards the
warm
end.
after the day before.
Definitely.
Warmth never felt so good.
That was boy.
Yo,
That was nice.
I was
How
like,
did you pick your 4 cities?
Birmingham, we had interest. Manchester was like, I knew Nate had his events there.
Yeah.
So whenever I went to Caribbean Rocks, I would see the people that hear soca, and then obviously it's in minuscule amounts, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, because you'll be booked for that.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're soca karaoke first to me. I forget. I forget.
This is
Photographer,
listen,
videographer.
This is Mr. Chameleon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Every
whenever soca
Father,
plays,
way.
Sparder.
Jeez.
So whenever Soca played, and then it would be like, you know, your families, all that kind of stuff. And then it's like, okay, it's over now. It's back to dancehall. You just see them, the heart sinks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or, you know, it'd be
see
something.
that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, all right, I knew we could do something here.
Yeah.
It's just how it's marketed.
Yeah.
Rare.
So that's what you see through the eyes of the lenses. You're like, oh,
No.
Yeah.
oh, I'm seeing sadness.
I'm saying, but remember, there's Vinci's over there in Liverpool. There's little XYZ. There's other cities that, you know, are shouting us and all that kind of stuff ever since that whole thing. But yeah, like,
I think on the other side of it, majority of all the cities that we chose had a really strong Caribbean influence anyway, a Caribbean community there. So, I mean, other than Nottingham, I think we was tossing up. It was a toss up between Leicester or Bristol, was it?
yeah.
Bristol's got a good scene.
But Bristol's got a good dancehall scene, and that's where the issue was. It was
But
like
there was a Bristol Carnival, bro. I used to DJ.
Yeah, but that was known as the
many-
biggest. That was known as the biggest dancehall festival in Europe.
For real.
Yeah, Bristol
Carnival.
Carnival was known as the biggest dancehall festival.
You know what, man?
That sound right.
Wow.
Man, I was outside. You wasn't.
Hey, vibes though, vibes. Don't get me
yeah,
wrong. I
bro.
mean, obviously, you got booked to play down there, which means there
remember.
was some soca.
Yeah.
But in
Majority,
terms of
yeah.
the majority,
There's a few conversations with some people that say that, you know, it could run over there, but I'm just there like I said, it's like what I've learned in this whole, especially promoting the tour, bro, it's like promoting in another country because you gotta spend so much money on advertising, way much more when you don't have the what do you call it, data,
Right.
when you don't have the data, and that's one thing.
you know, they don't care about that.
Yeah.
They're just like
Respectfully, they're like, wait, what do you mean?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, data?
Data. Wait,
Sorry.
Just do it. We'll show up.
But I hear you. I hear
Yeah.
you. I mean, the thing is, the bottom line is, when people hit you up and whatever, and these little crews hit you up or whatever, they need to be realistic.
Yeah.
In terms of, like, you're gonna book a venue that you need people to turn up to.
Yeah.
Don't necessarily need to be sold out, but people need to show out. Now, there's a lot of people who love soca and whatever, and then they'll say, and then when you put the event in their town, they'll be like, "Oh yeah, but you know, I've got the kids this weekend, and
Can you tell them down that camera? Just so they know.
yeah. I've got the kids this weekend. I've got this, that. I've got to work. It's like, okay, cool. But where's the other people you said was gonna come to the vets? What you all? What couldn't one of you?
kids in this
Let one of you watch all the kids. Yeah, let one of you watch all the kids,
There
and
you
another
go.
one take over this one shift
There
or whatever, and you
go.
come out. Like, I mean, that's what needs to happen. So it's
Yeah.
all well and good calling for soca karaoke to come to your city, but we need to see numbers.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's not
Yeah.
worth our time, and it's not necessarily a thing of oh, we need to make money and whatever else. It's literally worth our time. We're not going to spend our money to have
Facts.
an empty venue.
Facts.
Like, you know, that's the long and short of it.
Facts.
And I know people don't care about that, but you need to care about that if you want us to come to your town.
There you go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
There you
So it's a balancing act. You know what I mean?
I'm a bit optimistic though. I think like if you was to show up in that city,
They'll find a way.
and even if you was to just advertise it to the general public,
Yeah.
you would bound to get one or two people that are
Oh.
interested in soca music
Absolutely.
anyway, and the ones
Yeah.
that who don't know what soca is and be like, oh, what is this thing? Let me go and see what it's about. So, and you're educating them at the same time.
I agree. But
Yeah.
you know what? If we got a crew out there who are doing their thing,
Yeah.
like I say, the ones who couldn't get a babysitter that weekend.
Yeah.
But you
Then,
know what?
yeah,
We're gonna pump
yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
send my
yeah,
friend.
yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna send my neighbor. I'm gonna send my uncle.
Facts.
Whatever it is.
Facts.
Like if you got,
It is,
we
yeah.
still need that. We still need that.
We
Obviously,
still need the support from
Right.
the
There you
local.
go.
We're gonna do
the
our
local
thing.
community in
But
that
yeah.
city as well.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's why. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's why Manchester, Leeds
What?
were so big.
Yeah,
because
including Birmingham.
the local big up to the Leeds Carnival.
Crew, anonymous band.
That's it.
anonymous. Big up.
Big up Kern and them man this.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
In Manchester, we had some people as well supporting us.
Money.
That's it.
You got
Okay,
Monette.
okay.
You've got Quarter Child.
Yep. DJ
You've
Quarter
got
Child.
Macy Jade and them lot.
Yep.
What's her name? Sammy Joe.
Okay.
Yeah, and them lot there.
So there was a lot of people. There was a lot of influential
Rachel too, yeah.
people that
Yeah.
were there that were kind of like inviting all their friends and family and
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah.
it
That's
worked
what we
a lot
need.
more.
Yeah.
If we could have the same stuff in Bristol, Leicester, Brighton,
Listen, low key, I
we'll
would
have
do
it anywhere, man.
Low key, I would
Anyway,
do.
Brighton.
Yeah.
Low
Seaside
key.
things on the pier.
Low key, I want to do Dublin, but in my head I'm there like I looked at Dublin,
Bro,
they
what
got
is
nothing
wrong
there.
with that?
They got nothing there. That, right, bro.
Okay.
But they got
And-
nothing. Like when I even spoke to a guy who has a Trini restaurant.
I'm
Yeah?
down to doing it in
And
Cardiff.
yeah.
Why not Cardiff?
Cardiff we could work because Cardiff and Bristol is nearby.
There we go.
Yeah,
Brother, like
one
I
of
said
the-
to you earlier on, if you build it, they will come.
come. Yeah, yeah.
You understand? It's let's not worry about what's been happening. Let's build. Do you understand? Like we can speak on what's happened before and all the
Yeah.
rest of that, but if we're building, then we're building. Do you understand? We don't need to worry about. Let's be the first to do it. Do you understand? That will be.
Yeah.
So are
that'll
we
be
saying
a
we're going
vibes.
Dublin?
We're going Dublin.
I don't know. I feel like the
Pick the
Dublin
orange,
crowd.
mate. I'm going, mate. Let's go.
Right.
Nah, but I want to hear from the Dublin crowd.
Yeah,
If there is a Dublin scene or whatever,
Dublin crowds.
holler, innit?
Talk
Holler.
to
How
us.
about this? Let
Talk
us
to
know
us.
Talk to
what
us.
cities you would like us to come
Yeah.
and do
Yeah.
soca karaoke.
Europe.
Anywhere.
What's it? Paris.
And don't just bring one person to the comments. Bring 9 of the
everybody.
crew.
Your crew.
What she said, what they said,
Yeah.
what he
Your
said.
crew.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, trust.
But
Are
yeah,
we doing another tour?
We're doing the tour. We're ready to go.
When is
The
it?
dates are all confirmed.
When is
Oh,
it,
yeah?
LJ?
It starts. It's the Road to Carnival tour.
Come on.
The Road to Carnival tour. Let me introduce this properly. Hold on, 'cause I feel like I ain't done this.
cool.
Here we go.
We are back on tour. We are hitting the road to bring you the carnival vibes for the Road to Carnival.
Come on.
Manchester Carnival.
Oh,
Done.
2nd of August.
August.
okay.
Yep.
The next day we're doing Leeds.
Oh,
So that's the 3rd of August.
That's right.
yeah.
Then after that, we are back in Birmingham
Okay.
for the 9th of August.
Right.
Then there's a little break
Okay.
Okay.
because the day after the other event is the Road to Carnival grand finale back in London,
Okay.
August the 17th.
Big boy. team.
I'm there for that one.
Yeah,
I'm there for that one.
This is it. This is it. This is it.
Yeah,
So
I'm
those that are going, can I say the event? Rebel.
Yeah, of course. Of
So
course.
those that are going Rebel the day before, hold your energy as well because you still got a fet down the next
That's
day.
fine, because the best way to get over a hangover is to drop by drinking more liquor.
There
and
you
know
go.
the rum punch
For
right
real.
with
There you
For
go.
real, for
Hear
real.
the dog. Hear the dog.
Hair of the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About that. And
That's how you start Carnival the right way.
Right.
Yeah.
And all you people hot foots that say, oh, fat after fat after fat, this is not when you prove it. Okay.
There you go.
I'll be
There you
there.
go.
Do you know it always clashes with my family reunion?
I can imagine.
But it's fine because I'll still be there.
There you go.
They see me all the time.
Okay.
This is it.
Here we
Hey,
go.
my family see me all the time.
You could just kill two birds with one stone.
There you
Bring
go.
them
Or I'll
to the
bring-
karaoke.
Well,
Right.
this is it.
Oh my days.
Yeah.
It's not even fun. Oh no, we've
A
moved
reunion.
venues now.
Yeah.
A family reunion at the karaoke.
This is it.
Come on.
We are here in North London and we're going to be giving you the best vibes.
Welcome to Soca Karaoke.
all about cars.
We're going to be making it even bigger and better just for you.
Wash the car. You have to oil the car.
You are
Well,
now
you get
in the
car.
Soca Kingdom. The Soca Kingdom.
Now, we all know that last bank holiday in May is the big Caribbean weekend. So it's only right we start it with rum meetings.
See, sipping on some brandy. Joking, it's a rum meeting tonight.
The last time was crazy, but this time we making it more premium.
Bamsi so big I could see it from the front.
Welcome to Rum Meetings, the baby blue soiree taking place here at Egg London. Now, when you walk in, you'll get a complimentary glass of champagne. So to keep you nice, we're giving away free candy floss all night. We're playing 100% Caribbean music, from soca to dancehall, compa, and so much more with DJs like DJ Larnie, Donch, Shep Beats, Tate, Triple M, and so much more. Don't mind me, I'm having a great time in VIP with free shots every hour on the hour. This is a strictly baby blue event for the over 23 plus. Tickets are already 80% sold out, so don't wait. Head over to rummeetings.co.uk to purchase your tickets today for this Caribbean affair.
Wow, can you believe it's been 10 years of Remedy? We've been through some good times, some great times, and now we're about to celebrate the Big 10. Now, as you know, we have a boat party coming up, but let me show you exactly why this boat party is going to be so special. Welcome to the Pearl of London, where we will be cruising down the River Thames for Remedy X. We're going to be celebrating our 10th anniversary with the baddest DJs for the bank holiday weekend. Expect the Remedy DJs, as well as DJ Paulie and your boy Super Nitro. Come and celebrate in style with our premium table and birthday packages. So tickets are actually almost sold out, and you guys don't want to miss out. So make sure you head over to www.remedyevents.co.uk and you purchase your tickets right now.
But there is one thing I do want to address right now, because we haven't addressed it. I don't think we never addressed it on officially with no statement, but we're going to do this right now.
Okay.
Why did we move venue from Colour Factory to XOYO?
I don't know, but I'm happy with that decision.
Okay, so
I don't think we really need to address
No, we have to
it.
address it. I'm going to
I
bottom
think-
out. I'm going to bottom out. I ain't going to bottom out. I'm not going to bottom out.
Do you know what?
I think
Let's
we should
just
explain
what happened.
I thought it was a whole 2025 new beginnings. It wasn't that.
I feel like
I don't even
I
think
feel
they
like
need
that
to
would have
know.
been the best narrative.
That would have been
Yeah. Honestly and truthfully, I don't
2025
think...
new beginnings. Nice
Yeah.
and excellent.
100%. I agree, but there's certain disrespects I'm not going to tolerate. Right?
See, here we go. It's the mad
Now,
rapper.
whoever wants
Sparta,
No,
Sparta,
because-
Sparta.
No.
Sparta, you're not MCing right now, okay? This is not a rap battle,
Hear what I'm
okay?
saying. Hear what I'm saying. Because we did get a few pieces of feedback based off how things run at Colour Factory,
Right.
and where it run at XOYO.
XOYO, right?
Better toilets.
Sorry. Yeah, big up the better toilets, but
What, XOYO?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God, boy.
Thank God, hey.
Thank God.
But I think it was more on the basis of
Like a
like,
crack
obviously there was a
house and
drop off in here right there. So what happened was a little bit of sound came in and they basically stole our date. And they tried to move us to a smaller room. The smaller room was not fitting for the event, so we had to move it to another venue. But we had only 2 weeks to do that. So when you saw the change, a lot of it was just us trying to get all the logistics together. So if it wasn't to the quality that you're used to, we apologize. It's not our fault.
Hold
in that
on.
sense.
Hold on.
But if it was better than the quality,
It wasn't always going to be at XOYO. You only had 2 weeks to find that.
we only had 2 weeks.
What kind of Mandela effect? Because I really thought it was always there.
No.
See, that was
crazy.
the whole trick. And this is why Triple was saying we didn't need
We
to
didn't
talk
even
about
say. You didn't even need to say that.
LJ needed to release some steam.
He needed to let out.
Okay, because
He
the
wanted to tell you why he was mad, son.
The venue took the piss. Real talk.
What is born?
The venue took the piss. Yeah, it's annoying, especially in London, when you've been working with building relationships with venues and promoters and so forth, and then they come and say, "Okay, we can't do this because we've got somebody else to do it. We've got somebody else instead." It's like, huh? Oh, you're right. What about us? You know what I mean?
So-
We've been giving you money in your pockets. What the hell? So we found another venue.
Yeah.
And me personally, I think it worked
I think it
extremely
worked.
well.
It's a blessing and a curse at the same time.
There
So
was
is XOYO, do you think, SK's new home?
No.
Okay.
nah, definitely not.
Okay,
Definitely not.
fine,
Only because I think there's just a few things that Soca Karaoke needs that unfortunately XOYO doesn't have. That's all.
It's so mad. This is why I like having these conversations, because from us, you only see it plainly like on the day. You don't see all the behind the scenes stuff, which is really, really cool. So it's nice to know these things.
No, it's definitely.
For me, I was like, I was having a whale of a time.
No,
And
I get
that's
it.
the bottom line. And I think
Just
that's the whole thing. Being on tour and dealing with the different types of venues.
Yeah.
When it was like, okay, we're gonna not we can't have Colour Factory, we're going to have XOY. I was like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Because we know how to adapt. We learned how to adapt.
Yeah.
And Archives, I'm putting it out there, will be the best.
Venue.
Will be the best so far.
Of course, it's
So it's the Archives.
We're in North London now.
Yep.
Of course, XY.
So you know, we're gonna have a time.
North great
North
stuff.
London. Yeah.
We're back in North London. That's
Where
what,
it
imagine
started.
That's where we started. Yeah. That is, it's down the road from here.
Yeah.
It's downstairs.
So, yeah.
It's
downstairs.
Literally.
Yeah.
Did you know that we started downstairs?
Downstairs.
Yeah.
Soca Karaoke started downstairs down here.
40
On
people.
this building.
40
It's like a
people.
full
You're on blessed
Yeah.
land.
This is like a full cycle.
Yeah.
Real talk.
And now look,
Literally.
it would pack out that you can't even get half people.
So
Listen, man, I'll tell you this one.
So did we actually? We didn't actually speak about XOY, did we?
So yeah, no, we need to get into that. Well, we are back in London now.
So after the tour, obviously XOYO, and then obviously we spoke about the Ys and whatever else.
Yeah.
There was a time I enjoyed it there. I thought the venue's decent.
Yeah.
Not really a fan of the steps, but you know, get steps in and exercise.
Get your steps in. You got a
That's
list back
fine.
too.
But
Yeah.
you know,
I like the venue.
yeah, I like the
Venue's
venue.
nice.
I thought the venue was decent. I thought the turnout was decent as always.
Yeah.
The crowd. I mean, London never lets us down. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying any kind of shade to those up.
Yeah, of course.
I'm just saying.
He is a little bit.
When you come to London town,
It's an experience.
it's home minute.
It's an
So
experience.
we know what to expect. So being in a new venue was like, okay, a little bit different.
Yeah.
But vibes all the same. Like,
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, the vibes were consistent.
I think one thing with XOYO, I think there's a few things. I think one thing with XOYO was that we really kind of got to grips of what's it like when you move it to another space, but now you're back from a whole tour. So format wise, everything wise, we don't want to give you guys the same show. We want to give you a whole new experience. This is where we knocked heads, thought of new ideas, and said, you know what, guys, we got it. We need to make some battleships going down. Let's test this out. We don't know how it's going to work, but guess what? We got team one man over there, so. We got team one girl over there, so.
Right.
So
Tell them that wasn't even supposed to be the original format.
we got the wheeler back now.
The wheeler back
Is that what you called it?
We got that's what we called it song scenario at the time.
I put it in the group.
wheeler back now.
I feel like that should be named.
That's it.
The wheeler
Bacchanal.
bacchanal.
That's the name.
Bacchanal.
The wheel of
The
Bacchanal.
wheeler bacchanal.
In case you lot didn't know, at Soca Karaoke, we decided to play some new game, like a new activity, some new pasa that happened where there was like a wheel on a screen on our screen, and there was different categories,
Different song scenarios.
That's it, different scenarios.
Yeah.
And whichever it landed, Team A and Team B had to choose a song related to that scenario. Yeah. Wow. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Team A was the Honourable Celine Montana.
Celine Montano.
Is it Montana or Montana?
Montana, think of Marshall.
Okay.
Montana.
No relation.
Like Hannah Montana.
No,
No, Montano. Yeah, like Marshall, boy.
Montana. Oh, sorry.
Like you've never heard the name before.
Who's that guy?
Here's Michael Montano.
I just call him Marshall. You know what I mean? Marshall Montana. But yeah, so Team B was YS.
Yeah.
And yeah, they both what was the category was relationship.
So they each
Mine was Girls' Night Out.
Girls' Night Out, that's it.
And his was money. Was it money?
Sorry, and I actually want to talk about that for a second.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
The mic is on you.
Money.
So wait, hold on. Wait, you're going to talk about him and not yourself?
We can get to me in a second.
All right, cool.
We can get to me.
All right,
The winner.
I'm sorry.
His category was
This is why Celine Montano was absolutely relevant on the main podcast.
He sang Situationship.
Yeah.
Sorry, but that doesn't really match up in my books. Because it's just got that one lyric.
No,
Got
but
money in it.
But that works. I
Does
thought it was
it?
great. I thought it works.
Does it?
Yeah.
If it was a scenario about relationships.
I want to sing the line,
You know
but
what?
it's
You
just
know
like
what? You know what? You know what? You know what?
She's got a point.
Thank you.
No. How?
Thank you for listening to Soca Karaoke, the podcast. I've been Celine. This is Tom. This is Triple M, and this is LJ. We'll see you in the next episode.
You know when you get to review things, then you actually think about it twice.
No. Before you say what you're gonna say,
the song isn't predominantly
no, it is
about.
Let me tell you
If
why.
I had the scenario money, you think of songs like Money
No, but
Done
here's
by
the thing.
Patrice Roberts.
Nah, but here, no.
You think-
Hold on. I have to big up. I have to big up YS. You know why? Because on a deeper level now.
Yeah.
What situationship you know it don't involve money?
Hey.
What situationship you know?
You see
on
now,
a deeper level?
I know why S is tapping the screen.
Tell them what are you thinking of that? What are you thinking of that? What are you thinking of? It's got the one lyric in it.
Higher heights. YS, you're a
YS
G.
is there like, yo,
when he
I'm
picked
gonna
that
pull
song,
up today.
I was like,
Drop
nah,
the
do you know
location
what? I wouldn't have chose that song, but you know what? It makes sense.
It's true.
It makes sense.
A situationship, you have to take her on a date.
Right.
You have to spend money upon her.
I promise you,
You
there
have to
was
do
none
this, you
of
have to
this
do
deep
that.
thinking during the selection.
No, there was.
process.
Listen, for
I
me,
actually get it.
When
Okay.
I heard that, that's where I was thinking. I was like, nah, this makes perfect sense.
Man said,
So it
my
makes
money
sense to me.
have to talk.
You understand? What? You get me?
But no, in all honesty though, YS I feel like is someone who does his thing every single time. So
Facts.
to the second runner-up, well done. But no, he kills it all the time. And then when he duos with Nile as well, like
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Those-
always a
them two
showdown.
come like Chip and Skepta.
Yeah.
It's the return of the Mac.
Nah, them man
but
are
listen.
great. Them man are, the only time is when they wear them Tottenham shirts. But anyway, I'm not gonna get into all that. I'm not gonna get into that.
Politics.
I'm gonna leave it.
I think Celine done her thing as well. Still,
Yeah.
I think it was
Right,
a very,
right,
very
right,
close
right.
call. Celine
Yes.
done
Ring
Ring
finger.
finger.
Rings. That's it. 'Cause
Right,
it was
right,
about
right.
it was about girls' night out and all
Yeah.
this. The place went off. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
It was mad.
So
It was mad.
So there was. I did have a Kanye moment. I did have and I said what I said because we did give out the horns to mainly females. We did. So you was always gonna get more noise. Not to say he didn't mash up the place. You did mash up the place. I must say, I wasn't expecting it.
I'm blacked out.
I wasn't.
There's
because you know what?
there's
Let
a
me tell you-
hater right
let me
next
tell
to
you
me.
why.
The
Let me
females
tell you.
still had to use their mouth
No,
to
facts.
blow on the horn.
But let me. Facts.
Pause. There's a whole lot of
But let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
Now, what it is, you see, when that song as well, for me, aside from Lady Lava, Chelsea owns that song because when she came,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
when I heard he was there,
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't know how this is. And then it was like, hello, Celine.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was
See,
Celine's
you did your
first time
thing.
performing in the Soca
It
Kingdom.
was. Listen, I've
did your
told
thing.
LJ so
Wait.
many times, I'm not sick.
That was your first time
Yes.
singing
Nah.
at a Soca karaoke.
You lot don't understand. Okay, I need to get something very, very clear, right? You might see me online. You might see me acting a fool.
You might want to tell that to that camera right there.
That is in the comfort of my living room or my bedroom. I press upload. I throw my phone.
grandmother.
So when LJ's always like, so we're going to sing, no, because
My grandma gave it to
the
my
frightenedness will almost kill me. And it did. I was sweating so much from every crevice. I was like, I can't do this. I am happy I did it.
Do you know what's
Yeah, but
funny,
you did
right?
it.
Yeah.
I remember when because my thing was just like, all right. When they picked, I was like, all right, you lot got however long to organize whoever's around you to kind of get you gas for that thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, when it said girls' night out, everybody
For some reason-
said the same answer.
Yeah.
Ring finger, ring finger. She didn't even get to take it to the DJ. Everybody was just like,
No, somebody. What did somebody say? I think that somebody did say like a Patrice song. I can't remember who.
Okay.
Honestly, every single girl who came up, like, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Y'all the reason she won.
Yeah.
But don't get it twisted. If there's a round two, hey,
No, there's not going to be a round two.
No.
Celine won fair and square.
Thank you.
At the next episode of the next Soca Karaoke, Stage Gone Bad 3.
Right. So
Number
what's
three.
going on? So
Four.
she has to defend her
Stage gone
title.
bad
Is that what you're
four.
saying?
we're gonna have a next battle.
Okay,
we
alright,
could have
cool.
Celine against somebody
Whoa,
else.
what did
I
I
think
just
that's a good
say?
idea.
Hold on. Let's
I
move
think
this
that's a
because
really good
it's
idea,
not about
Tubbs.
you right now. We're talking about you, not to you.
Yeah.
What I think.
I think that's a really
no,
good
no,
shout.
no. Hold on. I think. Right. So we got one winner. So the next round, we got two other people, and Celine will meet them for the road to Carnival.
Okay.
I can't even drop this mic.
Can't even jump.
But yeah, that's what I think should happen. I think that's
You lot are talking about plans with me without my confirmation.
You said you're gonna be at the road to Carnival.
I will be there.
Right.
Yeah.
So is there,
So that means whoever takes it at SK3 faces.
Faces her. Well, if she wins at SK3.
No.
No.
Whoever wins at SK3.
No.
Yes.
So whoever wins the SK, so like it's a semi-final, and then another semi-final. The final will be
Champions
they-
League
What about
Soca
the
Karaoke.
two,
What we saying out here?
others who didn't show up that day?
Okay.
Nylan Shan.
Yeah.
Because it was tell them the original format. It was supposed to be 4 of us.
It's supposed to be 2-on-2,
Okay.
Right.
and both of these left, right, didn't show up. But one
They came late. I think there was extenuating circumstances.
One was sick, and the other one said, "I'm in traffic." And then they both showed up later, fitting like there was no tomorrow.
Okay,
So
okay.
in my head, I'm there
wow.
like, all right, it is what it is. But round 2 now, I'm there like maybe Shania versus Nile. Maybe I don't know. At the
It's
same
okay because we can just delay and wait till they come.
time. Yeah.
It's all right.
Pause.
So you think you're getting away? You think you're gonna? I'm not feeling well. We're gonna wait.
When they're
They're gonna
there-
come through.
And then when you see them in the crowd, just say their names. Like Triple M does to me, every single one.
You're coming.
I will be definitely calling your name, Miss Celine. to come on
Celine,
stage
it's
more
your time to
often.
sing.
Yeah, literally.
That's it now.
Paging Celine.
That's it.
They said they don't want LJ
the
to sing
Soca
no more, so
Kingdom.
it is what it is now.
But
man.
yeah, I mean, the thing is, I would like to hear. Hopefully, we'll get some comments on how people found the Wheeler Bacchanal.
The Wheeler
song
Bacchanal.
Do you know what?
One-
As a little game, I think that's really cool. I really do like it. I think
I nominate that we keep the Wheel of Bacchanal.
No, we
The
got
Wheeler
I think
Bacchanal
it's
It's
sting.
part of the thing now.
Is it staying, yeah?
It's part of the thing.
Wheel of
How you
Bacchanal.
mean?
Wheel of,
Feel like
let's
they-
cheers to
they-
Wheel of Bacchanal.
Wheel of Bacchanal.
The Wheel
Cheers to the
of
Wheel of Bacchanal.
Bacchanal.
Yes,
Yeah?
yes.
That's what we're cheersing to.
Yes.
Amen.
Yeah, man. But London was.
I feel
was great.
like Celine was a nice bit of inspiration for that Wheel of Bacchanal, but that's a conversation for another day. That's a conversation for another day.
Listen, if you want to nominate yourselves for this Wheeler Bacchanal, give me you and your best crew's best impression of any song,
You know what we should do?
and then let's see how that works.
What we should do is pick people at random based on their tickets or whatever. Like, we'll get their information from the tickets and so forth. Choose them at random. Let them get their little teams, the little sides
yeah.
and stuff. Give them a little 5-10 minutes
Yeah.
to talk about it and stuff.
But you know me already.
and
I'm a
come
bit
out.
funny with the randoms, innit?
Yeah.
I'm a bit
It's
funny.
true.
Because the
It
whole
is
thing
true.
of, this, and I don't really want to do that.
But I don't want
whatever.
it to be too staged.
Yeah,
It's
no,
gotta
I hear
be
you. I hear you.
It's got to be like a moment.
Well, we don't know what they're gonna get. Remember, the Wheeler Bacchanal has 100 probability.
And that's what I like about it because it's. I'm already thinking of some scenarios on that for that wheel.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of some real
there's some
bacchanalist scenarios.
There's some.
Yeah,
Wait, who
layers.
did the will? Was that Bradshaw did that?
So I gave Bradshaw the list of words. He
Right.
made a list
Oh,
of
so
words.
you wouldn't just give it to Bradshaw. Just, I. Before you just say yes. Just say yes. Big up Bradshaw. Big up Bradshaw.
Big up Bradshaw,
Right.
Team AV, right?
Okay.
AV specialist, right?
But yeah.
But at the same time, we was going back and forth with how it needs to be done, and then he found that there was a way to do it, which is a wheel, which worked. Whereas my one was what I kind of tested on my on the socials with the names going really, really fast and whatever you post
Okay.
on.
Oh, you stop it.
Okay.
I like the wheel.
Yeah.
The wheel is
The wheel is better. The wheel is better.
We love Bacchanal.
Inspired by Celine.
We got a theme song now. Yeah, inspired
by
No,
Celine.
Tubbs, I don't think what you just done. I'm going to go and make that. The wheel of Bacchanal. And this song for that every time. Real talk.
Yeah, boy.
They'll be so sick when
Yo.
it drops.
Hey,
This is what I said. Yeah, I wanted soca karaoke to be like. It's yes, it is predominantly about the karaoke, but we can develop other ways to teach people and entertain people with soca music. Do you understand? And as Tubb said, we are going to keep doing that. If you guys have any ideas, any kind of things that you could think of as well that we can actually implement, let us know.
Definitely.
I guess, yeah.
Definitely. But one thing before we move on from London, obviously every now and again we get people who are called and for some reason they don't come. Either they're getting food, they're in the bathroom, maybe they leave early or whatever else it is. So last time, who decided? Was it you? I can't remember who decided. It was like, yo, it don't matter if they're here or not. The tune's going to play and people are going to come and grab the mic and whatever. So said, so done. Somebody didn't turn up. We played a tune. We was like, you know what? Here, let's go. And I feel like that's the way forward. So if you miss your part, let me talk to people there. If you miss your parts, then what's going to happen is we're going to run the tune and somebody else is going to come and jump up and sing your tune.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Your tune. Yeah, because that's how we need to keep the vibes flowing, because that's
For
one
real,
thing
for
that
real.
sometimes we get held up by waiting for people and, oh, where's this one? Oh, they're not here and all this, that, the other. We want to try and keep that to a minimum. So this is what we're going to do moving forward with a lot more. Yeah, but yeah.
No, for real, because I realized a lot of people take this thing serious, you know.
Yeah.
And they're waiting, they're sitting there waiting patiently, looking at me like this with a DJ. Are you gonna choose my name? And I'm like, I'm not even the one to choose your name.
Big up Gems anyway, you're there.
Big up Gemma, exactly.
Go Gemma.
Because people are taking the whole karaoke serious, we don't want to waste people's time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want to give them as much time as possible to actually do the karaoke and participate somehow. So if it is where, you know, is an unforeseen circumstance, you're away, you're smoking, you're doing this, you're doing that, wherever it is, as Tubb said, getting everybody to do it is actually it's been worked. We've tried it multiple times already and it's worked. And I think it just makes sense.
I think the thing what people need to realize is that not everybody, the amount of people who sign up, not everybody will get to sing. Some people are going to miss out. So
for real,
when it comes to situations like that where, you know, you've been chosen and you're not there, that tune has to play. Especially if it's a big tune, you know.
That's like missing your X Factor rehearsals.
You missed what? You missed your audition. That is it.
Your audition. Yeah, like, that's man. Nah. Getting a spot on soca karaoke nowadays is very special. It's a special thing.
It's actually your moment.
Yeah.
It's actually your moment.
It's actually your moment.
100%.
In 4K.
Real talk.
3 different cameras.
Right.
Maybe Major Tube. Maybe
Major Tube.
Every now and again,
Major Tube has been there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dominica stood up when Major Tube was there.
Come on.
Yeah.
Don't waste it. Don't waste your opportunity.
This is it.
But I think to end on XOYO, it was definitely a thumbs up from me.
Yeah.
We had a time as always. And looking forward to archives.
How do you lot feel about SK3? The 3rd year anniversary. Hey!
There's no way that's only the 3rd year.
It's only the 3rd year. I was at the first. I was at the first.
It's so mad because I thought I was at the first and I wasn't.
Wow.
I realized it was my first. This is when I have a bit of an egotistical nature. That was also in Wood Green.
That was in Wood Green.
Yeah,
so you're still day one original.
Yeah.
Okay.
But-
What? Downstairs or across the road?
Nah, you see the one that done this.
Oh yeah. Okay. That was like the third one, isn't it?
Second.
We was in North London for like a year.
We was in 2 downstairs.
Third, sorry, you're right.
I know my thing, you know.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I forget I had that.
That's when we had
I was a bartender.
The girl drops on the floor and yeah.
I was a bartender.
I did the rum punch that day. It was a bit.
Don't want to know. Trust me.
That was the worst soca karaoke. Yeah, to this day.
We've had some experiences.
We're only saying that because my sister was cussing you off, innit?
Cussing. I had a whole guy stare at my face saying to us, I'm like, brother, pour the drink and give him my change.
Oh, wow.
I'm there like, I don't know what I'm doing here, you know. I really don't.
Did you get banned from making the rum punch after that?
No, I did for the last one. I did, after a long hiatus. Yeah.
Tubbs punch.
Yeah,
back.
but
Baby
number 3, boy.
Third year is insane.
We're no longer a baby.
Yeah.
We're a toddler.
Toddler.
Yeah.
We're a toddler now, man.
Yep.
Walking, talking, everything.
I think SK is at a great place at the moment.
Yeah.
I think after coming from the tour, that has inspired not only just me, just the whole team to basically like see what we could actually do outside of London and potentially Europe and all over the world, really.
And I feel like it's an established event. Like, you know, sometimes people on Twitter, I'm actively on Twitter. So it's like, before it's been like, oh, who's might be reaching? Yeah, maybe. But now it's like, SK this weekend. Yeah. It's so, it's there.
It's
like,
there.
as one of the foundational ones that you'll go to. And I think that's so cool.
It is. It's interesting to see when you watch it and everybody's all talking about it. I think the crazy thing about the whole 3 years is not 1 year's been the same. Especially coming off the tour where it's just like there were so many lessons learned from the tour where it's like, all right, I think now we've got the trust of the people, we can I don't want to say the words charge accordingly, but make things work a lot more better, for one. And two, also understand that if we kept it the same, it will go stagnant. So changing things up isn't going to be the detriment to us. It's going to be more of a, just to kind of enhance the experience. I think for SK3 especially, it's like, we want to make sure that you guys get the best of this in its truest form. So that way, when you see it, you have to come soca karaoke for the next 4. Not because it's on, it's because it's going to change every frigging time. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, one thing I'm going to say is this. Because it was brought to my attention that some people come and don't like karaoke.
Oh my God.
I just find it weird, right? You
Why would you come to the event?
You go to an event that is named Soca Karaoke and you're like, yeah, I like the breaks and I like this and I like that, but I don't like the karaoke. What are you doing there?
What are you doing there?
Why are you here?
Why are you here?
Doesn't make sense to me.
Like the vibes.
But for,
It's the vibes
but there you go. But this is the thing, and that's absolutely fine. But this is the thing, it's not for everybody.
Correct.
Not everybody loves whatever, and that's absolutely fine.
Thanks.
And if you don't want to come back because we do karaoke, then
That's cool.
it's as simple as that. Like,
We're going to censor that bit.
see you later. Yeah. You got the little blurry thing. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, and that's the thing, people need to remember, this is not just a fet. We've been saying this.
Yeah.
I know Triple is on the mic saying this
Yeah,
mid through the.
literally.
Yeah.
This is not a fet. Even though he does like to come and mess up the people then with all kind of vibes.
All
in
kind of
between.
transition. All kind of, your head is on Mars.
Wireless, you know.
And then you'll try to scale it back. Guys, it's not fair.
Yeah.
Just like the last 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think it's
you
cool.
just went all the way up there.
I think it's called gaslighting.
Literally gaslighting us.
Literally.
But I mean,
You gotta bring the vibes down. You just brought it up.
You got me here.
Facts.
No, but this is the thing. No, but seriously, I mean, end of the day, we're doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring in new things. And, you know, there's experimenting going on and whatever else.
Yeah.
But ultimately, the star of the show is the karaoke.
Facts.
It is an event that's different. Yes, you're going to get vibes in the breaks. Yes, you're going to get little vibes afterwards. Absolutely. But the main thing,
It's the
karaoke.
karaoke.
But we're going to do like the game show stuff, like the song
Yeah.
scenarios. I thought that was great.
got-
Wheeler Bacchanal.
Wheeler Bacchanal.
Wheeler Bacchanal.
Bacchanal.
Yeah,
boy.
we're doing more of that.
We've got a few
and
things.
Stay tuned, innit? Because there's
Yeah.
going to be more coming, you know, in
So-
terms of ideas.
With that being said, obviously it's 3 years. Celine, you've been here for 3 years. I'll throw the question to you first. Highlight.
Winning.
Yeah, I like that. With chess.
10 points.
With
10 points.
chess, yes.
10
That's
points.
right.
10 points,
That's
10
right.
points, 10 points. That must have been a nice experience.
Yeah.
I ain't
Winning
gonna
the
lie.
Wheel of Bacchanal.
Yeah. First ever one.
Yeah, first ever time performing. I'm trying to think of like another highlight. I do actually think Birmingham on tour. I think just as a side note, January was a very up and down month, and I think that is one of the things for me in January that really was minus the getting stranded. That really did sort of. It was nice.
You got stranded for us.
I got stranded for y'all.
That's why we love you, B.
Yeah. But it's even coming, doing my first hosting there as well, because usually that's Ruth's job, and I thought I don't want to come into a place where Ruth has established herself so much and like try and put my spin on it, try and keep it to what it is. So like that was a really good highlight as well.
Definitely.
That's a good point, actually. We miss Ruth.
Big up Ruth.
What happened to Ruth?
Big up.
Where's Ruth?
I haven't seen Ruth for ages.
Ruth is somewhere. Ruth is.
I've been seeing Ruth. Ruth is looking good. Looking good.
We see you, Ruth. Don't worry, Ruth will soon be back. You know, enjoy the rum punches. Big up all inclusives wherever you're there.
I hope Ruth's at the next one. I'm just saying, you know,
She's going to be, don't worry.
Yeah, she said something about being back outside.
All right,
that's what we want to hear.
We got. There's a lot of things for all of you lot over there, especially you content guys. But oh yeah, I've got a few things in mind. You know your boy just be watching.
I know
online.
your brain is constantly ticking.
100%. It's fully cooking.
I'll be just in my bed chilling, 8 p.m. thinking, let me relax for the evening. Hello, LJ, what is it?
But like, you want to go
this idea?
I hope that's on the phone.
No, man, this is via voice note. This is via voice note on WhatsApp.
All right.
I've got this idea.
Hear what's going on here?
That's what it is.
Montana.
All I see is voice note. 17 seconds.
17 seconds.
17 seconds.
Is that you're lucky.
Hear what's going on. I've got this idea.
I get our phone calls. I'm on the phone.
No, it's
for
not keeping
hours.
short and snappy for me. I'm a busy girl.
Here what's going on here. Look, I'm gonna add you to this group. Just make sure
That's
you
what it is.
know.
I'm gonna add you to this group. What? I was just in the group. I didn't even know what that was. I was listening to all catching up, all voice note. I didn't know what the heck was happening.
That was when the wheel back on those.
That's when it was first introduced. Yes.
Oh,
and I didn't think it meant performing, but here we are.
That's so funny. You know what? That's so funny because in my head I'm like, that is exactly how I move. Like you'll get a message at 4:00 in the morning. It's like, why is he freaking sending some 5-minute voice note?
Right? Why you gone to sleep?
Oh, bad.
What's one of your highlights, LJ?
Got three highlights for the 3rd anniversary.
Oh.
3.
All right. I'm gonna, in no particular order, I would say what's her name? Chelsea. Chelsea's ring finger performance with stage cam and all these cameras and everything.
Epic.
It was so crazy.
Yeah.
Because you can literally see the moment when it was calm for a second, then it's dun.
Eruption.
I was like, rotted.
Don't forget the pointing.
Yeah. You to Ben.
Kyra. Yeah.
Yeah, all of you lot.
Vibes.
I think second thing I'm gonna say is finding a home in the pagan's land, Colour Factory.
LJ.
LJ. I'm just saying.
I like that you're acknowledging that it was a home.
It was a home. It built the brand.
Definitely.
It allowed us to grow. It allowed us to grow in such a way that people got one place to come to, and that one place is now somewhere.
Bro, real talk. For people to even still come to Soca Karaoke and support us, even though they know the state of that place, they know the state of the toilets, they know everything. They're just here to actually support this and Soca and the vibes.
Yeah,
that's 10 out of 10.
Hey.
It goes to show it wasn't necessarily about the venue.
It was never
about the vibes.
It was about the vibes, bro. They'll
Anybody
follow you
else?
anyway.
I ain't come back.
Literally.
Do you know the acrobatics we had to do to use that? Squatting on top of the
Every time I went into that area, I just felt,
And it was
what is that
wet.
smell?
It was always wet.
So, finding Colour Factory and having that be what's good, a sentiment to the whole place definitely helped. That's definitely one of the highlights. And I think the third thing was having the guts to do the tour despite not having any audience in any of those places.
Come on.
Come on.
Come on. Yeah, big up yourself.
Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
Because I didn't have faith, you know.
Bear
I didn't have faith. We spoke, and I was like, yo, I don't know about
What's going
this.
on over there?
I don't know, but yo, you know what?
Shooting promo videos, thinking we're going on tour.
Yeah.
To tell you how it was. We're going on tour.
It did that.
Every week, this guy was like, "Oh, Triple, the tickets are not doing that well, but it's okay. We've got a bit of time." I said, "Bro, it's fine. Don't worry." And then every week there was different. It was a different update. Then I think it only came to literally, correct me if I'm wrong, after Christmas was when it really started to pump, and you actually saw, okay, each city is actually coming in at different. They're actually supporting the event.
Do you know what I think it is though? I think it's the thing of when you're in 2024, like that's 2025 though.
Yeah.
And it's let me do it 2025 in 20. So then it's like Christmas.
I might not make it.
That's what I think it was.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But also remember it's January, bro. It was cold.
It was cold.
It was cold.
Christmas was on the way up.
Yeah.
And that kind of stuff.
Exactly. So there's a lot of things to think about, take into consideration.
People were participating in dry January.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then even
No
on top of
fets,
that,
no this, no that.
there
no
was
alcohol.
snow. There was snow.
I had
There
no
was snow.
alcohol at that SK.
Yeah.
When did we see snow? We saw snow
Leeds,
in
Manchester,
Leeds.
Manchester.
Yes.
There was
I
a
saw
point
snow.
we were supposed to do SK morning. SK morning.
We're not talking about that.
No, we have to talk about
No, we're not talking about
SK morning was supposed to be outside like DJ AG. We were supposed to be outside.
Hey.
No,
Manchester.
LJ is going to be outside by himself DJing.
Listen,
Because-
LJ was like, yo, we need to do it wherever. Sheldon was like, LJ, we're not doing that.
Nah, man.
No, I'm telling you, we're not doing that.
It was like that. Sanka, you there?
Okay, it's not happening.
Man.
It's nah, man. We're not doing that.
Man. LJ, we are not doing that.
Yeah, boy.
Real talk.
Bro.
The idea was a good one
Yeah.
for summer.
Yeah, not that time of the year.
Not at that time.
When you talk about street interviews as well, you were gonna put me out there.
Yeah.
Yo.
He's going to put everybody
We
out
were
there.
supposed to be outside. Like,
I
we're on the
I
ground.
honestly really wonder how DJ AG does beat.
Yeah,
Like,
big
how
him
does
up
he
still,
feel
'cause that's
Yeah.
being outside
Yeah.
in that for that length of time? I mean, even if it's 4 or 5 hours, whatever it is.
It's cold.
No, but then you know what? You're
Yeah,
saying
you're
that.
moving up and down. I get it. I
In
get
saying
it.
that,
but
you're doing that knowing that you're going Jamaica.
yeah.
I feel like that's it, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? I'm going Jamaica. Let
Let me just do
Yeah.
as much
I'm
streams as
going
I can.
Jamaica,
Yeah.
and he had a nice time in Jamaica and whatever else. But yeah, now big him up still.
Big up Father Bears too.
Yeah.
But that's not
Pick
easy
up that
to do.
idea back for the summer tour.
Listen,
Oi.
I feel like that can happen and will happen.
Yeah.
But we just need to make sure the weather is decent.
Yeah.
Because it's a good chance.
We had a good time with
Won't
the.
be as nice as where I'll be
Yeah.
in Barbados.
We'll find a way to be there.
Okay.
Well, you just
If he's
come-
there,
you
then you're
just-
there.
Like,
We're
you
there
just
to
come
do it.
here to show off, or
I did. Yeah. I won. I'm going.
Oh my goodness.
I'm outside.
I don't think we're ever gonna stop
We're
hearing
like
about
Zubo,
that, you know.
Lucia.
Yeah.
There, we're there.
I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to humble yourself because that's we're not doing that. We're raising. Yes, big up yourself.
Yeah.
So
You
Big up
won.
your
You
chest.
did that.
Thank you very much.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But no, that's a good 3 though.
Yeah.
That is a
Triple
good
M, keep up with your name. 3.
No, I don't know if I can think of 3. All right.
You can.
I'll think of as many as I can. I want to ditto what LJ said in terms of actually going on a tour and seeing different audiences. That experience was second to none. Real talk. That's the first time I've ever been a part of an event and actually gone on tour like that. So it was an experience to me. It was actually really, really nice.
Yeah.
What else would be my? Do you know what I want to say? And it's because I think I experienced it, I saw it, witnessed it for the first time. Lorraine and Lewis's performance doing someone else.
Yeah. That was big.
Right.
Yeah.
You know when you say Lorraine, I'm thinking like, which Lorraine you talking about? Lorraine say, "Go coming down to the city."
That will always be in my mind because they use props.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I ever saw props being brought into an event. To sing a karaoke
and Lewis believes he should have won. That time,
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, it was big.
It's politics in the dance hall.
It was big, but
that was a really good moment, man.
It was for me. It was excellent, epic.
I looked at that. I was DJing and I looked at that and I said, "Nah, these people are taking this thing a bit too serious." And I was like,
never too serious. That's
a good thing. Like,
these are performance.
Like these people are taking this thing serious. Like shit. Okay. That was nice.
Louis and Lorraine,
shout out to Lewis.
Yeah, boy.
Success through soca.
Come on.
Yeah. Every time.
Big up yourself.
What else? Let me think of one more. Off the top of my head, I would honestly say from the beginning, it will be one of the ones downstairs. If I'm honest with you, because Salim, we had 20 people downstairs.
That's what I was gonna say.
Do you know how crazy?
20 people downstairs.
It was a bit more.
So
20 to 40. Yeah.
It was a bit more than 20.
It was a bit more than 20.
There was a Hindu that didn't want to care for soccer.
Oh yeah.
Oh my days. The first, was it the first one?
The first one.
Yeah, that was the first one.
Ever soca karaoke. We had a lady celebrating her hen night. She came with a tour bus of people. This woman,
They were drunk from the minute they got there.
Yeah.
Bear in mind,
I know some of them. I know some of them.
2, 3 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
The tour bus arrived about 2:30. You would say 2:30. So just before the event was about to start, they're smashed. They're smashed off older folk. Smashed out their heads. Came into soca karaoke for the first time. Oi, what's going on? Where's the soca? I want to sing. They're like, yo, chill, relax, sit down here.
We're getting there.
There's some water. Real talk. Bro, that first ever soca karaoke.
How did you sign? Was the QR code thing always a thing? How did you sign up? Was it paper and pen before?
It was old school.
It was old school.
It was definitely it was still QR code.
Was it QR code?
It was QR code, but we didn't have as much.
You didn't have as much.
Around.
Yeah. There was a few. There was a few.
Yeah.
Didn't need as much paper around, to be fair.
Facts.
I mean, but that's actually one of my memories, is the first one as well.
Real talk.
I arrived as they were leaving. I came late. I was fascinated. It was my birthday.
Right.
I invited people.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't even know this guy, but I knew it was something I wanted to
Hi,
do.
Tubbs.
Yeah. So okay. But for me, I've come in and I know one or two of them in the crew. So I see that I was like, "You not going?" They're like, "Yeah, we're going because this one." And some of them were slumped. Some of them were slumped. So I was like, "Okay."
Kind of thing.
But walking in and seeing a sparse room,
Hella sparse.
not many people, couple people here, couple people there, and whatever else, but the energy and the anticipation for soca karaoke was just like, this is different. From the time I saw it on Insta, I was like, what's this? This is different. Okay, I want to do that. And it just so happened to be on my birthday. So came inside, I was like, okay, all right, cool, whatever. If nothing else, we're having a little line. But, a couple more of my people came, a few more people came in. And that energy, and it was like a kind of pureness to it, to the event. That's what I loved about it. So that will always stick in my head. That night I had such a good time. That was one of my favorite birthdays, especially coming out of lockdown and whatever when we started. Coming out of lockdown.
That is why.
Bro, I forgot about that.
Because there was a whole.
There was
It was the end of the world before that. It was the end of the world.
We We were sitting down.
Do you understand? So it's like, okay, like, we're now having events and boom, this soca karaoke.
Oh
Boom.
my days!
Like,
I forgot about that.
I like to sing. I
We
mean,
was
the thing
actually
is,
locked inside.
yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Right up until just before then, not long before then.
Correct.
I've never sung anything other than my own songs at soca karaoke. That's interesting fact. I'm just there. Yeah, you know.
New music coming soon.
New music coming soon. Big up all artists who want to come down and sing. Anyway, but yeah. But yeah.
I didn't even say anything.
I'm just saying. But yeah. No, that was the pureness of it, and like there was a lot of mistakes. Not as much as the second one. The second one was a mess.
Oh my god.
The second one was a mess.
One was hurt.
But you know, you have to go through these things to get through to, you know what I mean? You make mistakes to improve and then whatever else.
Absolutely.
And we've dealt with the adversity of certain technical issues with the first and the second and whatever else.
Yeah.
And we're now at the stage where we're at. So this is why I will always remember that first one. It was a great time. You know, I had a lot of friends and family there, you know what I mean? And it was the first one. So that's my first memory.
You know,
I interrupted you. Did you get to your third memory?
Yeah. I got to my
Okay,
third,
all right, cool.
I want to throw that quick set because you see from there, the one after the next second one would have been Celine's first one.
Right.
I think the question I throw to you, Celine, is this question sounds discombobulated, but you'll make sense of it.
I'll decipher it.
What made you stay around with soca karaoke from the first one that you went to now?
The rum punch.
Answer done.
Simple.
No, I literally think it's the vibes. I think it's the vibes. I think it's always been there, even when you were smaller. Because obviously I didn't come to the first two, so I didn't know how small that you grew by the third. But that was obviously smaller than what I've seen now. But the vibe was always good. There was a guy who sang "Run With." I think he was a English guy. Run With It, and he sang "Run With It."
Gareth.
Yeah.
Big up Gareth.
Honorable mention to Gareth.
Gareth was
seeing him,
he was there
like-
from the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
And I've seen that proper performance because you don't know how these things are gonna go. Are people really gonna sing or what? And they do, and they perform. And I just thought this is so cool. This is like so fun.
Yeah.
And then I think I probably missed a couple.
Yeah.
And then now it's regular. Now we gotta.
We're tag teaming.
Now you're basically part of the team, girl.
Yeah.
You're basically part of the furniture.
We
You know what I
we
mean?
got content to make. We got shows to
Yeah.
make.
We
And
got
I
stuff
think
to
At 4 a.m. you getting a voice note.
Literally. I think I might have vlogged that one as well.
Yeah.
I think that was one of the first good videos I did on my TikTok.
nice.
So yeah.
That's
Little first.
And of course, that was before the quiz started. And
Yeah.
whatever that came in. I wasn't involved when that came in, but you know,
Yeah.
obviously, like we've grown, man.
This is
We've grown. But, wait, let me just. Can I?
You didn't finish his three. You only got to one.
Three. I've got to one. So there's
your
that
third
one. Let's keep it simple. See YS and the tape. YS and the tape.
Yo.
When he did the tape, I was like, nah, this brother is serious. This is what, you know, like for me, between YS and Apps, I'm like, yeah, there's a certain energy. I think is not long.
One was that Colour Factory, right?
Yeah.
He tore that place.
That's like literally. I think he must have not long got back from Grenada. He was like, yo,
Fresh
I'm
tunes.
on it. What? The tape. Yeah. That just sticks in my mind. And the thing is, the beautiful thing is, there's so many beautiful performances and good performances over the whole time. I can go on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So those things is definitely a thing. Obviously, third memory, I'm gonna say, just the tour. Just the tour. Again, like Triple said, it's something that I wasn't sure
What's gonna work?
how it was gonna run or whatever. And yeah, it's good to see people enjoying the vibes of the thing. So
Real talk.
yeah.
You got to big up Renee too, because you know it was.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, what was the tune again? What was the tune
They
again?
did Headways.
Headways. Yes. Come on.
That
Big
was
up
powerful.
Renee. Yeah. Yeah, there are so many good performances, to be fair, and it's like I don't want people to feel, because people also often get onto us about, but you didn't mention my performance or whatever. There are so many great performances.
Yeah, so many.
Like, we can't mention everybody. That it's just what sticks in our head at the time. And if I go home and come back again tomorrow, I'll mention other performances. So yeah, man, big up everybody.
Karaoke isn't about the competition. It's not a competition.
It's not.
It's literally.
See how
Come out and have some fun.
Entertaining, it's fun, it's community, it's everything.
Hey, speaking of entertaining and fun, big up Isaiah, because he came to every stop on the tour.
Yeah.
And Kalisha.
Yeah, and Kalisha, yes. They came to every stop on the tour.
Mention.
So, yeah. And they always do their thing. So, yeah, big them up still.
Well, guys.
Moving on then. So
moving on. What's coming up? So we've got first of all, I'm gonna say it first because it's the big Caribbean weekend coming up. May 23rd all the way down to the 26th. Events are going down.
Okay.
That bank holiday weekend in May is busy.
That's my
crazy.
That's my birthday weekend, you know.
Come on now. We're celebrating.
I'm before you.
Oh yeah?
I'm on the 14th.
14.
Right, we're celebrating these lot over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what the season is.
All right, so it's Taurus for her, and it's Gemini for me.
Yeah.
Taurus and Gemini.
So yeah. But that weekend is definitely a Gemini weekend. Yeah.
All right, say
We'll
this.
be shining like a diamond.
Shining.
Like a Gemini.
So first up, you got Rum Meeting Friday, May 23rd. The Baby Blue Soiree. We're taking everything premium.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Champagne on entry. Candy floss on all night.
Okay.
Shots every hour in VIP.
What?
A little bit of debonair.
Okay.
How upgrade to get VIP ticket?
See, now you gotta do the things online, but don't worry about
Hey,
it.
you mean? Hey, no, come on, it's birthday. Bro.
I got you guys.
Thanks.
All right.
You're in SK corner.
All right.
Come on. Come on.
After that, what's next?
Saturday 24th. What do we have?
We don't have nothing, but
You might
Saturday
have a little
24th.
both.
We have nothing.
Don't worry about that. Just chill, because on the Sunday.
Saturday is Wonderland.
Saturday the 25th, Wonderland. Yeah, big up to Dreamland Events. Tate and Bone to them. Definitely that cooler party is going to be jumping off as well.
Oh my god, I'm confused on my days.
Wonderland.
What? When's the boat?
I'm going to the boat.
Sunday the 25th.
It's on the same day.
It's on the same day.
No. So you got Friday, Saturday.
Oh, Saturday is Wonderland.
Friday Rum Meetings, Saturday Wonderland.
Okay,
Sunday Remedy.
Okay.
And the after party.
And the after
party. Hey, that's going to be...
after
You
that,
think I'm on the team, do you know what I mean?
Literally.
I have to remind you that.
And then Monday we have big up AM Jamboree.
and you got also City Splash.
City Splash as well, yeah, bro. That's a
When you say
humongous lineup of
it's
entertainment.
always listen, for everybody out there, look at this. Yeah? For everybody out there, always remember the big Caribbean weekend is when City Splash happens and Rum Meeting starts.
Hold on.
We're naming it. Period. Real talk.
Hold on, listen.
The big Caribbean weekend.
No. Everybody out there, come here. Listen.
The season starts.
Listen. You see Remedy Boat Party, yeah? No, I'm coming Rum Meeting. But you see Remedy Boat Party, yeah? That's where I'm celebrating my birthday. Yeah, sorry, I had the little treaty. My birthday on the 25th. The boat, in fact, it's nearly so. You know, by the time I see it's gonna be.
It's
gonna be.
Hold me a ticket. Let me get off.
But if you haven't got the ticket for the boat, come to the after party with vibes in there.
All right.
On the 25th.
We vibes in the whole night.
Because by the time this comes out, it's gonna be sold out.
There you go.
It's really done already.
Real talk.
Sorry, guys, you should have hollered.
Should have hollered.
But yeah,
don't message no one here.
Big
Go,
weekend.
what about that? What about the kid?
And also, if you see me. Don't see me. If you see me, I'm gonna be a wreck. Actually,
I don't know. Me and boats. I don't know.
Hey.
There's footage flying around.
You know the thing about boats, you only have 4 hours to drink as much as you can, so you get drunk quick. And people don't realize that.
Yeah,
It's all right.
There's footage going around.
But like, guess what? The party's not over yet.
Wow.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. I want at least 2 boats. Anyway, we'll discuss that.
Yeah.
So,
No, I'm coming.
the next SK. Let's talk about it.
June 15th, Sunday. We are in Tottenham, Hale, Archives.
Yep. Archives.
All the SK resident DJs, Bradshaw, Hilly, TFR. And then we got special guest DJ Paulie, the Bajan boss himself.
Strong lineup.
And then we got some extra things going on. But
you didn't mention international DJ Triple M.
Yeah, what happened to Triple M?
I mean, look.
Soon to be award winning.
The host.
We just discussed this in the beginning of the episode. Just discussed this.
Don't upset me.
And you missed him.
What's going on?
And the host of the most, Mr. DJ Triple M.
Of course.
Mud's out.
That's gonna be a madness.
Yeah, boy.
I'm actually looking forward to that. XXK Archives is an amazing venue. We're gonna actually put on a really good show. Like we got some stuff up our sleeves, so can't wait for it.
Cool.
Can't wait for it. Are we gonna release the date for the Road to Carnival?
Tickets are out.
They're out.
By the time this comes out, it should be out now.
Remind them of the dates.
So, August 2nd, Manchester.
Yep.
We are in Breadshed. August 3rd, we are in Home, Leeds. August 9th, we are in Zomhof, Birmingham. And then we take it back home to Archives, August 17th.
Period.
That's a lot.
Lineup.
I hope everybody's marking down in the
lineup.
Backtrack, play it again, put it in your diary.
We're getting lit in every city.
And the rum punch is only gonna get stronger.
You know what I want to do? I want to be that guy that holds up the speaker and plays soca music like on my in the morning.
How are the signs doing, LJ? Because they have a time as well.
Oh, they listen, Marshall, did you see Marshall?
Marshall folded.
Oh my god.
Marshall's not here no more.
Not Marshall. Marshall.
Both of them.
Wait a minute.
Wait
a minute. When we went to Leeds, what happened?
Somebody whine on Marshall.
Somebody whine on Marshall. Somebody take the Trini flag. You see what I tell you about these unruly Leeds people?
Leeds, so let's cover your city like this.
I'm just saying, I'll come for... I'm not... Wait.
We had some cardboard cutouts.
I don't know. I'm afraid of Leeds people.
Marshall
I can't even...
and a Destra.
Yeah, boy.
And they basically went like
Marshall got whined on.
Basically.
Yeah, that was a whole crazy thing. But yeah. This is what I'm saying about these people. They know behavior.
We got some new signs coming as well.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the new signs.
No, I feel like that should have been a nice surprise. But anyway, okay.
Yeah, but we don't know what they're gonna say.
Fair enough. Well, I do.
Oh, I don't know what they're gonna say.
But anyway, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to see you, and we're going to see you. But for now, get ready for the tour. Get ready for SK3. And then get ready, firstly, and before anything, for the Big Caribbean Weekend.
Come on.
Big Caribbean Weekend. We out of here.
Peace.